guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about how to create your first render image as a beginner. So maybe for those of you who are new in 3D visualization, or those of you who have never created a portfolio before, so this video I'm going to explain how you can do that in the easier way as well. So obviously, first what you're going to do, you can go on Google, type whatever floor plans you want in AutoCAD, DWG file, whether it's bathroom or living room or something. You can type that, and then you can download it. Now, after you download it, you can import that into SketchUp. And what I want you to do is I want you to create the walls, the windows, the roof manually. Now, it really depends on the project. If you're doing interior, then the roof does not matter, so the roof can just stay flat. But if you do interior, then yes, the exterior windows can be just as simple as square, that's it. But obviously, if you're doing interior windows, then it have to be as finely detailed as you can, whether it's classical style or modern style, it really depends, or maybe like Victorian classical style, it depends. But obviously you are focusing on the interior part. If you are focusing on the exterior part, then yes, you need to model the roof and model the exterior windows, but you don't need to model the interior, because it depends on where you're taking a photograph or screenshot of your render. Okay, now you're going to do that in SketchUp. Once you finish modeling in SketchUp, right, you can edit the materials. You can go on Google, whatever specific material that you want. Maybe, I don't know, marble or glass or gold or whatever. You're gonna go on Google, obviously, maybe type marble, seamless texture material, something like that. You download the material, and then you go to like materials part in the SketchUp. You can edit your own materials, add your own materials, and you can just paint it in SketchUp depending on what surfaces you've used on each surface you want to use, sorry. And then once you are happy with that, you can add materials in SketchUp. Add materials, like add components like chairs, tables, cushion, TV, furniture, accessories, whatever. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to 3D Warehouse in SketchUp. It's completely for free. You can download the 3D model and can just fit it into the spaces that you are intending to make, like living room or bathroom or I don't know, kids play area, anything. It depends on what you want to model. Now, once you are happy with your model, remember, your model have to be like, I wouldn't say 100% spot on, but you have to be spot on, because you want to make less changes in the model before you render, before you even open the rendering program like Lumion. And then obviously, if you are going to use Lumion, you're going to go to Live Sync on SketchUp, obviously Live Sync in Lumion, whatever the version you use. I think the latest version of Lumion is Lumion 2025, so it got some very good features. It makes Lumion much easier than Lumion 10, Lumion 12, etc. many years back. Okay, now you're going to go to Lumion, and then in Lumion you're going to edit the materials like lightings, reflection, normal map, etc. So that is why when you model in SketchUp, you have to be in your brain, you want to be creative as you can, and you want to be precisely model where your model I think, wait, okay, let me rephrase this. In SketchUp, you want to make sure that you model precisely where you want in your model, precisely. So let's say, imagine in your brain that I want a marble model to be within the kitchen area, okay? Now, don't change the marble material at all in Lumion. All you can do is you can just change the reflection, the rough, whether you want it smooth or rough floor reflection, or maybe some wetness on the floor, depending on how realistic you want it to be, something like that. So make sure that your SketchUp model is completely, if you make sure that you are completely happy with the SketchUp model at the beginning before you make changes. Because if you keep make changes with the SketchUp model Lumion, it can take some time. So make sure you model the SketchUp first. When you're completely happy with it, then move on to Lumion. Then when you move on to Lumion, right? Like I said again, you can edit the materials, LED lighting, artificial lighting, natural lighting like sky. And if you're completely happy with it, oh yeah, make sure that you use ray tracing. So if you got RTX graphics card, then you're good to go. So it makes it more realistic. So this one makes life much easier. Make sure you have a RTX graphics card. Okay, so please keep this in mind. And then after, when you are happy with the model, I mean with the render Lumion, you can export that into a JPEG file. So it really depends on what file export you want it to render. Maybe you want to render, maybe you want to export like the normal map, material ID, depth, sky alpha, um, just a normal original render, and specular. And then when you have all these files, you can import that into SketchUp. I mean, sorry, Photoshop, sorry. And then in Photoshop, you can just make some changes if you want to make it more fancy, just more decoration, whatever. And obviously, the most optional bit is using AI. So you can use like magnific AI, something like that, to make your render spot on. Or maybe, I wouldn't say spot on, but maybe more crispier or more sharper. So this is exactly how I would do it as a beginner. This is just a lesson for you. But obviously, I teach more in depth on how to create from zero to hero render through my one-to-one coaching. I'm looking for 5 people to coach. And if you're interested, I will leave a link down below so you can book a time with me to chat, like an informal chat one-to-one to see if we have good fit together. So just to help you create good renders. So yeah, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. So it helps increase the algorithms, so it reaches more people like you. And I want to say, if you have any questions, I will leave an Instagram link down below, and you can also comment down below on my videos, and I will try to answer all your questions. So yeah, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.